I've spent $24,755 on Whiteout Survival in 136 days. We're on day 2 of the state versus state of power prep. And let's take a look at what that means. Here's what we're doing. Of course, it's just right after the reset. I got to kind of hurry up though, because it's a research day and I propped the presidential skill on top of the presidential perk that we got. So I've got vice president as well as a presidential perk. Essentially what we're doing today, I could actually use some speed ups today if I needed to. But we got the lucky wheel today for points, but I really don't need to play the lucky wheel. We've got hero shards. We've got resource gathering, expert sigils and book of knowledge. Finally, I can work on the experts a little bit. So, but the thing that I wanted to do a little bit of today is some of the research, because it's research day and might as well try to take advantage of it. So let's take a look in the backpack first. Let's see. Here's how much research speed ups we're looking at. I've got 49 days in the bank. So there are some things I've been waiting on that I would like to just clear that while I'm in here. There are some things I've been waiting on, and let's start taking care of some of that. So we've got something in the oven right now. I'm gonna clear that out. This is defensive formations for infantry defense. So we'll clear that out. That's 9 days gone. Now, what I'm going to look for is I've been trying to go up and down the tree. So as we go down the tree, things get more and more expensive. But I've been going back up the tree because there were some things that I missed out on. And I purposely skipped some stuff earlier in the tree because I wanted to focus on infantry defense so much. So, I skipped kind of, for now, infantry attack and, marksman defense and things like this. I just did them a little bit. I may go and backfill those if I have a little extra to do. But this is all troops lethality. This is not necessarily a bad thing at all. But I really do want to make sure that I have all my defense stuff upgraded. So let's take a quick look at that. This is infantry health. I'm going to take care of this. These are some upgrades for research that I've been just waiting for the right place to pop them. So, and this is the right place. This is all troops attack. Can definitely get that up. And now we're getting close to needing to make a decision on what I leave, because I want to leave it with a long running one so I can at least take advantage of the perks. And for those of you, I didn't show the perks quickly because I was trying to move a little fast, but this is what I got going on right now. We got vice president and the research advancement from the president perk going on at the same time. In addition to, all the other stuff I got going on from the island and things like that. So coming back in here, if we go down the tree, ultimately, I would like to get some of these higher level upgrades. So let's unlock this. Actually, we'll do all these at the first level, so I will have access to the next level if and when I need them. Those are pretty heavy themselves, though. Well, I am going to use some general speed ups here. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on this research task here. Well, this is one that I would like. Let's see, because now I'm getting into my general speed ups, which I have plenty of. But let's see. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to clear this one out with just 10. And then I'm going to come back up to all troops health. And that's in 19 days. And I'll just put that one in the oven. That way I get the discounts on the research. And that's all I'm going to do for research tonight. That was a lot on research, though. Let's take a look. I feel like, I do unfortunately feel like my research is lagging to where it should be. But claim these and see where I'm at. All right, that put some points on the board for sure. So that was a nice little bump in points just from the research. Now the other things we have to do, if I'm focused kind of on state versus state right now, I kind of came into this one hot because I had a time limit. That presidential appointment only lasts so long. So now I can take a minute and calm down. But essentially today, most of the stuff is going to center around state versus state prep. And then I do have Frosty Fortune to do again. So let's take a look at what else we have here that is state versus state. And, the Symphony of Change teaser. You know what this means, right? The veterans of the game have taught me this. Essentially, this means we have FC5 coming up at the end of this week. When the Symphony of Change is over, FC5 is laying down. And the only unfortunate thing about that is I know there's going to be some people, I am ready to go for FC5, but there are going to be some people in our state who can't help themselves and start pushing their furnace and using fire crystals outside of prep because, you know, it's going to be another month or whatever, 3 weeks until prep phase. And we're going to see if we can keep people at bay until then. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's nice. That means FC5 is coming. So the next thing we take a look at is, I think, essentially Lucky Wheel. And the problem is I do already have Mia pressed. So unless I really need to do Lucky Wheel, I'm going to skip it, actually. I mean, there are some good things on the wheel and there are good points. But unless I feel like I need to, I don't see the need this time because, I don't see the need this time. I don't need the Mia shards and I don't need the points on the board because I think I've got plenty for the others. But we'll see. If I feel like I need to, maybe tomorrow after I'm done recording, it won't be on camera, unfortunately, but I may feel like I need to. Other than that, I'm just going to grab my free chips and I'm just going to hold on to it and we'll see what happens. So that's the Lucky Wheel. But if we take a look at what else we got? We got the Speed Ups Lucky Wheel, and we got the Hero Shards, and we got Resource Gathering. Now, I do have Resource Gathering out, and some of them will be coming in back shortly, so that'll get me some points on the board as well. We got Expert Sigils, excluding Common Sigils, and then Book of Knowledge. So let's take care of the Hero Shards first, because I've been waiting for this, actually. So let's check out the heroes that I'm waiting on. There's a bunch. Let's see. We've got just some blue heroes. I can do those.
Look at me.
There we go.
Hey, easy there.
Are these blue or purple?
Can blow at the drop of a hat.
I think that's blue. I think this one's purple. Let's see. Let's see if my color deficiency. No, I can't see them anymore. This is purple. Definitely, I see that that's purple. Oh, can't. Well, I can use general for them, but let me just wait. Let me just wait and see what else I need here.
Unite.
Yeah, and I don't have any for Lumak either. So.
In the blink of an eye.
And I got some I can do here. Some here.
Enough sitting around. I want to go chop something.
Some here. These are blue.
Law is the shield
All right.
of justice.
Now this is the big one. Greg and Logan I've been waiting on. So Logan I already got a bunch of shards for. So let's take care of those. All right. And now I'll just let that sit for a second.
Law is the shield
and then we'll do some of the Greg shards. All right, so here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to need Logan. So let's see. I'll redeem those. Feel like I'm going to need him for certain situations. So, and as I discussed before, like as a whale account, it's kind of important to max out your heroes essentially, So do the same here. And my bank of shards is being depleted. And I got to work on getting them up again before the next generation comes. All right.
Listen, the
So
wind will tell you where the target's moving.
Now let's take a look at what that looks like. So there's all my SSR heroes. Widget's not worked on yet, but at least their star levels is up there. And now the question is, who do I want to spend some of the generic shards on? And maybe for the purposes of stuff like Foundry.
Destiny is sealed.
All right. I guess if I'm going to focus on one, would be to have some that are kind of stronger in some of the alternate marches. So the purple ones, I'll just go in order here. I'll just I'll just spend some of them here. Grab some of those. And then
Our path.
that's
Shots
90,
fired.
so just barely can't get a shard out of that.
Enough sitting around.
We'll
I wa-
do this one. Whoops. Might as well do it since I clicked on it. There we go. This one's on the bottom. Grab that. And do that.
Iron Eagles, for death and honor.
And we can get a extra shard here.
Warriors of Emerald
And-
Valley, unite! Yeah.
Listen, the wind will tell you where the target's moving.
Couple here. Ah, keep on clicking the wrong one.
Any new
And
weapons?
a couple here. It's gonna have to wait.
You do?
And that's looking pretty good. That's a lot of shards on the board. So we still got some more to do, but that's a lot of shards on the board. Let's take a look at what that did for power. I'm sorry, for points in the state versus state. All right. I put a bunch of points on the board as well. So that's nice. Now there is an argument to be had that you should kind of hold off. Like if we're already doing good with this state of power, you know, you should hold off on kind of blowing your backpack on any one SVS. My problem is, as the person who currently is the biggest power in the state, I don't know if that'll always be the case. Depends on what my spending level does over time and what other people's does. But I feel like a responsibility to make sure that I'm powering up my account. But I can't do it outside of SVS too much. I can only do it when those opportunities for spending arise, like I was talking about previously, kind of doing it smartly. And that leaves me with only upgrading my account every SVS. So essentially, even when new heroes come out, I find myself holding on to them. And I made an exception for Mia just because she would give bigger points for Bear and help with certain events. And that was it. I just did Mia. Essentially, I want to make sure that I'm, upgrading the account every SVS, essentially. I'm kind of waiting and then waiting and upgrade. It's kind of like delayed gratification. Every month, you get a chance to upgrade your account because that's when the SVS prep happens. In between there, it's just minor, tiny little upgrades, opportunistic upgrades, just getting bare minimums on some of those little side, events and stuff that give, modest. Not most of them don't give really great rewards. So that's what I find myself doing, is basically pacing myself out. I keep spending as if I'm going to be pressing power. That way I can track like what my plans are to press power with the next SVS. And that's what I've been doing, is planning what I'm going to be doing here. And then when the state versus state comes, then I do it. So I don't know, everybody's got to do this the way they feel comfortable doing it. But for me, kind of think that's what I got to do, is like once a month is my opportunity to do any major upgrade. So if I skip that, I'm kind of like losing out on power even further. So why do that? Because it helps me to help other, help with other events and stuff like that as well. Finally, the last thing we have to do is we finally get a chance to do some expert work. And I've been really waiting for this. So let's take a look at that. Now, here's the thing. Who I really want is Romulus, because that's kind of like the whales expert, and it'll help with stats all around. But we don't have him yet, and it looks like we're not going to get him, because I think even support told me it's just completely random. I don't believe them anymore, because nobody in the entire state has gotten him, and everybody who I've talked to said he doesn't come out until FC5. So probably we're not getting Romulus until FC5, which looks like it's 6 days away now. So where that leaves me with is like, who should I actually focus on? Now I'm going to try to, like, as a whale account, I'm going to try to max as much as I can. But really, some of the things that'll help me the most are Cyril for Bear, and that'll help everybody because, it'll help me, but also some of her skills give like better attack, right? And will give me personally more rewards as well. So increased deployment capacity, rally capacity, so I can get more people in there. extra rewards and extra essence stones. So that'll help me. And then her main skill, if I recall, is Hunter's Heart, which is the extra damage points. Oh, effective for self only. So I guess this doesn't help anybody but me. But still, you know, this is an important part of getting rewards from Bear. And the Holger for Arena, basically, if we look at Holger, the way these skills level up, like if we can get Holger up to at least like level, 6 or 7, 80% chance of 2 chests, really helps get more and more rewards from Arena. And as a whale account, I do play Arena all the time. I'm not always the biggest whale, but at least I can get extra rewards from that. So that's kind of big too. And of course, they all give some other, benefits from being leveled up. But let's see. So the thing is, I've been kind of holding off. I did bare minimum so far, but let's at least unlock one of Holger's. So let's see. The relationship advancement requires the use of these sigils here. So this is a common sigil though, right? So, oh no, it's not. So let's go ahead and advance him. We'll get some points for that, for the use of sigils. And I guess we'll gift him up and then advance him again. And now I'm at level 3. It'll take a bit to get to at least level 6. And let's see. And then we'll advance this again if I can. Can I? All right, that's going to take some work. Going to take some work to get him up there. But now I've got this at level 4, which is a 65% chance of 1 chest. So 2 more levels would sure be nice. See how far I can get. And it is nice to see the stat bonuses as well. And of course we have these skills unlocked as well that we can start researching. So I think I'm going to start with the legacy, and we'll learn that. And then I'll set this for a day's worth of learning. Just let that go. Now, admittedly, if you're looking to me for tips and advice, I have not really studied. I did study the experts a bit, so I know what's useful and what's good. Like this Arena Elite and the Legacy are 2 of the most important ones, because this gives the 2% for heroes. So giving heroes 2% additional attack and health in the arena, which is kind of why I want that one. So the heroes will get a bump. And then this one gives the escorts an extra 2% health and attack. So these are two I'm going to definitely focus on. These ones are more for rewards. So that's for the arena shop discount, and this is for the arena tokens. So I'm going to focus on this first and last one first, and then I'll probably kind of do them a little bit evenly, maybe, and then I'll come back. But the reason I'm focusing on Holger is because I play arena a lot, and getting a little bit of an edge on arena will help get some of those rewards. And also, I usually get mithril from the arena as well. And then Cyril, I'm gonna end up buying some stuff anyways. There's a shop pack, so we'll take a look at some of that as well. I'm already learning, so I can't learn anymore, but I could upgrade because I already did a bunch. So the upgrade takes these books of knowledge, and let's make sure I'm not making a mistake here. It does say books of knowledge can be used, right? Let's look at so we've got books of knowledge and sigils. So those are the two things we can use. Come back in here. And I did a bunch of research getting ready for doing some of that. So all right. That's as much as I can push that one. And then I can do a little relationship advancement here. Unlock that skill. But I guess I'll just... No. Yeah, I guess I'll... So I can come back around to that. And then we'll take a look at Agnes. And do a little relationship advancement here. There we go. And let's see. I don't think I can get her to 40, can I? Yeah, I can, good. But do a little relationship advancement there. And let's see. I think the first thing I should actually focus on with Agnes is probably construction, because these other ones, I mean, as a whale spender, like, these aren't as important for me as they are free to play. Like, free to play needs all these extra bonuses and stuff. For me, I don't really need them. They'll be nice, but I don't really need them. The mystery badges I would actually like. But because I know I'm going to have FC5 coming up soon, and I'm not going to be able to push her any farther, I'm not going to want to push her any farther outside of SVS. Let me use this as an opportunity to do that. But I got to wait because I got that other thing, the legacy one, still going on. So I could speed it up. Yeah, I could speed it up. Let's speed that one up. And then because we get points for speed ups today too, so I'll do a learn on this one of a day, and we'll just get that one in the oven.
Arcadia will rise
We still had a... Yeah, forgot we can upgrade this skill because I already put in a bunch of research. So we'll upgrade this. And we got that up a couple levels. So that's 4 extra missions per day. Nice. And what is her base skill is basically giving extra seeker chests with gathering. So that scales up as she scales up as well. So now I'm in the 2 chest. One more level up and we can get in the 3 chest range, but let's see. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Especially since we are going to be having Romulus coming soon, but we'll see. Let me clear out these achievements. Oh, and then somebody was asking, like, do you see a, this is what I'm saying, like, there is no, I think this is the other thing. Like, if Romulus was here, it would say, like, obtained 4 out of 4 experts, and that is not here. So I think that tells me that Romulus is not here, unless it's like a completely hidden achievement and you only see it once Romulus comes out and you get him. So that also means I think I'm going to basically hold on to my treks. Well, I won't be able to hold on to him that long. So maybe I'll just sometime soon, probably in the middle of the week, I'll make sure that I have enough in the bank, in the tank, so that when FC5 releases, I'll be able to do a nice long trek for Romulus. But right now, I don't think I need that, so let me just put this on idle and take care of that. So I can get some more stuff for prep. All right, I think that's all for my experts right now. And that did give a nice bump on the stats. So that's the overall stats increases just from experts. That's nice. And we'll collect whatever they gather. Now, you know, as we, well, look at that. We got a little upgrade. Yes, sir. I'll take that upgrade. All right, so I think that's all for state versus state prep right now. Essentially, I might do a little bit more. We do have Beast Day coming up, and the Defeat the Nearby Beasts mission is on the board today, but I'm really going to not focus on it much until tomorrow. It'll do whatever I get there. Will just kind of be organically for the most part, and I'll do my big push for that tomorrow. Let's see where things stand on points. That's a nice bunch of points put up for experts. So we'll see, and let's see my overall point ranking. Oh, overall point ranking. It's looking pretty good also. And team ranking. We're doing pretty good as a team. Yeah, look at this. TXC is doing pretty good. Lat is doing good. Gel's doing good. These are our top 5. There's one of our top 5. Oh, there it is. But I don't know. That's looking pretty good. So far, so good. It's where our prep phase sits. There's a good argument to be made to say that like we only need some of the powerful people in the state to do anything, but nobody wants to wait, right? Like we've been waiting such a long time for this state versus state because we kind of got what we felt was like a unequal matchup last time. It didn't turn out to be as unequal as I and other people thought, but what we did, we basically skipped an SVS to be able to prepare for this one, and it shows. So nobody wants to wait anymore, right? Everybody wants to do their upgrades, so there's no way we're doing that again. We'll just do it from state versus state to state versus state. All right, so I don't really think I need to do Lucky Wheel at all. I don't think I'm going to need to do it at all. So there's no reason for spending on that. And the only thing left I have here is to go look at some of the events and the event spending. So let's take a look at the deals quick. We got Vault of Enigma. I already said I'm doing the design guides for this. I'm sorry, the charm designs for this, because the main reason I'm doing that is because they're hard to obtain. These aren't like bad purchases, I don't feel. They're not like the best deals in the game, but they're pretty good. And then for Hall of Heroes, we'll grab Mark of Valor. And then, let's see, I'm going to wait on this because I think I might need some more Gen 1 or Gen 2 chests. So I'm going to wait on that and spend it where I feel is... I only got today, but I'm going to have to do it off camera because I need to go and figure out where I actually need it. And I don't want to spend too much time on this video on just that one topic because I have too much other stuff already in this video. So let's just clear some of these out. Right, and the hero rally is all done. Take care of travel rewards. Sign in and earn it. Deadshot, make that claim. Well, we got 6 Deadshot, so we can do 5. Let's see. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight up the left this time and see what happens. All right, now I'm gonna go straight up the right and see what happens. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Deadshot. Come on. Oh. What crap. Deadshot, I hate you too. Believe me, it goes both ways, buddy. All right. That's the deal section. We've got some stuff in the standard section now. We've got the Dawn of Wisdom that is all about experts. Now, I am going to buy some of this, but the problem is I need to go. We got a day and a half on this, and we do have another, if I recall, let's just check this and make sure. We have another experts day in the state versus state. So we have, when is it? Yeah, tomorrow is another expert day. We can use sigils and books of knowledge and speed ups for expert skills. Interesting. Speed ups for expert skills, but no other speed ups on that day. So but maybe that's tomorrow's mainly a beast day, but it's nice to know that we can do that. Then we have essence stones and mithril and widgets. And then we have kind of a all out, and we do got expert skills here, but I don't think we have experts here, right? So we got pet stuff, we got mithril, we got chief gear, essence stones, widgets, and speed ups, but no sigil. So basically I've got to determine by tomorrow what I want to do with that pack. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go away and figure out what is the best use of my spend for that pack. I probably will buy a bunch of it, but not too much. So that's what's going on with the Dawn of Wisdom. I do think some of these are good deals, but I just need to figure out what is the best spend, like which are the items that are harder to get. And we haven't had experts unlocked long enough, so I haven't done all that research yet to know which are the ones that are the hardest to get, to know which one of these deals is the best. But I feel like it probably is the sigils. That's the way this tends to go. And the frontier supplies probably aren't bad either, but because you have to pay for them normally. But I'll have to do the math on it, and I'll give you a decision tomorrow, and I'll do that spending tomorrow, and also I'll do the expert stuff tomorrow. So that's that. The custom pet chest reset. I got 5 days on this, and we got pet day at the last day, so I am going to skip this tonight as well. Fire crystal value pack, I already did. Chief stamina pack, I'm going to buy this. I'm pretty much every time this comes out, I'm buying it because, it's for beast day alone and for other things. And, it's not bad for, it's not horrible for VIP efficiency purposes as well. Grab the daily deal. No luck today. 0 luck. And grab these claims. All right. And that leaves us with Frosty Fortune. And what I said I'm doing on Frosty Fortune is I am buying up to the $50 mark each day. And then we'll see if I can get everything I need. And if I can't, then I'll start going to the $100 mark. So we do have a couple more days on this. So I bought up to the $50 mark. I bought the 2 city skins, so I'm halfway through my goal already. Actually more than halfway, because that represents 3,000 points right there, the 2 city skins. And now the question is, how much more can I get? And we're going to find out tonight. All right, here we go. Crap, what a crap board. Well, I'll take the 20 roses. All right, well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna open all at four silver chests, because I seem to get 4 silver chests so often. I know this isn't optimal, but it is a little bit of a random luck thing. So, and that didn't get great on that board at all. It's just that my luck on getting anything similar to that has been so low. Might as well give it a roll the dice. $20, all right. Man, give me some red chests and some thorns. Come on. $6. I'm not having a good night tonight at all. Deadshot must have gave Frosty Fortune a message. Screw this guy. He's always talking smack about me. I'll take the 20s. Come on. $20. Well, at this rate, I'm not having a great night at all. Well, I'm going to do the open all here. 20. Not a great board, not a great result. $50, all right. Take that. 20. 20, all right. Come on, man. 20. Nothing. 50, all right, well, can't complain about 50. 4 silver chests, what the hell? I'm gonna do it. 20. 20 was the max I got there. Oh, nothing. How do you like that? Nothing. I'm going back to my quote-unquote optimal strategy. Somebody gave me some math that kind of shows that it's actually even better if you only open a board with, I think what he was trying to say is only 2 silver chests, because odds are slightly more in your favor as far as, you know, gems or, gems of Enigma uses. So the only reason I was doing some of those 4s is just to kind of roll the dice a little bit and have a little fun with it. But I'm really not having a good night, so with Frosty Fortune, I don't think so. Just gonna stick with the normal strategy and do the best I can. Gotta get through it anyways. Oh, and then we're done. So that's all I have for tonight. Oh, I forgot about the treasure hunt drill. Oh, and I didn't clear it again. So probably have enough just to open up one more box. Yeah. And do a refresh. Now that's actually a pretty good hit for fire crystals, which I don't need. All right, that'll be where I start off tomorrow. Oh, I should have. This was silly. Since that's where I'm starting off tomorrow, and I get a free refresh. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because then I'll just get another free refresh tomorrow after this one. So it's all good. It's all relative, I suppose. We've got 2 more days of this event, and let's see where I am for the roses or the thorns of Enigma. So that's looking pretty good. Actually, I can at least accomplish this goal and buy out the pet food. So that's one more goal accomplished. And now I just need 1,600 more for the advancement chest if I want to clear that out. And I think that's going to be the plan, but maybe I'll try to go for the what do you call it? But maybe I'll go for the March skin also, just to get that extra 5% hunting march speed for Beast Day. Actually, if I was going to do that, it would have been smart to do that before I bought the pet food, because Beast Day is tomorrow. So maybe I'll have to do a little bit of a spending tomorrow after the reset just to be able to grab that and start my Beast Day. I'll try to record right after the reset so that I can get that going right away. All right, sorry if my energy's off tonight. I'm still recovering from whatever. I had like a stomach bug and I was like feeling like crap all week, actually all last week. And then I had stuff going on with the dog, stuff going on with my wife. I had 2 doctor's appointments today. It's been a little bit crazy and I'm very tired. I'm not sure if right now if the tired is from all the running around and stuff I've been doing, or if it's because of just this cold is still going through me. So I'm just going to clear these out to reset them. Oh, wrong. There we go. Clear those out to reset them. And then I'll start banking them up later again when I do some other pushes. All right, finally, let's take a look at what VIP is looking like. There we go. Yeah, I already grabbed them all. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I think by the time we're ready to spin the wheel, we're definitely going to be at 800,000 at this point, because I have to buy the expert stuff. So look forward to that. That video's coming up. It's going to be a nice video doing a bunch of prestige wheel spins. Maybe I should do those on a live or something, just to do a hangout session and spin the wheel for a little while. Let's take one last look at the prep points in case, well, I forgot to clear these. Let's see, clear that out. And I did get some of the marches that came back from resource gathering. So it didn't move the needle too much, but I'll just get some more of that resource gathering out. I do have the resource gathering buff enabled, so we'll get some more research gathering out, and that'll be that. So again, sorry for the low energy, but that is all I have for tonight. If you want to continue following me on this journey and seeing how much I spend, how it translates to the account, how it translates to power and my own personal growth, and as I go, I get tips from the community and in the comments, so I try to share as much of that as possible as I'm going, so I'll share that with you as well. You got to help me out though by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and then turning on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.